Welcome to the ArmaniTalks YouTube channel. I'm your host, ArmaniTalks. In this channel, I'm covering communication skills for you to level up your way with words, become much more articulate. In today's episode, we are entering the world of public speaking, and I'm going to be talking about how to turn your blogs into speeches. There have been roughly 3 times that I wrote a speech for a client, and each time I noticed something. It's pretty much like writing a blog. If you can write a blog, then you can pretty much write a speech. It's almost the same thing. And the more you do it, the more that your mind creates little hooks that it understands. A 1,000-word blog equals a 10-minute speech. So the more that you write blogs, the better off that you will get with creating your speeches. But you want to make sure that you don't read the blogs off verbatim. When I was in Toastmasters, there was this one guy that I would often give speeches with, and my strategy and his strategy with public speaking were polar opposite. Where my vision for public speaking was to have a general idea of the talk, then I would mumble it into existence, and then once I had the rough architecture, I would keep polishing it, and once I had the final polished version, that is what I would deliver on stage. On the flip side, my buddy, what he would do was he would write out an entire blog and he would memorize that blog. And I believe my strategy was better. I know I'm biased, but I think my strategy was better because leading up to the speech, I was cool as a cucumber, but this guy, he was panicking. He was reading, he's like, oh man, no, I forgot this line. If I forget this line while I'm on stage, then I'll forget this line. And he's just panicking. So some ideas in order to turn a blog into a speech is number 1, see what you want to actually take to the speech stage. A lot of the times you will write a blog and you will notice that most of the blog for this particular audience is not needed. Only this segment of the blog is really needed. Let's say your blog is about discipline. And thus far, all the other speakers in the event, they have been talking about discipline. You keep talking about in your blog on how to be disciplined. There's nothing unique about that. Besides, one part. This one part shares a story about how you went from being not disciplined to becoming disciplined. And you can literally just zone in on that part. And you'll see that film directors often do this a lot. Whenever they're turning books into actual films, they're not just getting every single chapter and turning it into the film. When you do something like that, the final product becomes very sloppy. If you ever watch Kite Runner and you read Kite Runner, you'll see that that's what they tried to do. But the final product was not good. So the smart film directors, they get inspired by the original work, which is the book, and then they pick and choose and embellish other parts to transition it into a feature-length film. And likewise, you have to do the same thing. You will see that within your blog, certain parts stick out a lot, and that's the part that you want to take to the stage. And once you take it to the stage, you will be able to deliver it in a smooth fashion. So that's what you want to start off with. Start identifying what you want to take to the stage. Now, as you are in that preparation phase where you are slowly transitioning the ideas like, I'm taking this part, this part, this part. That's when you want to not copy your blog, but you want to remix your blog. I think if you are saying anything in a verbatim fashion, what happens is you're going to sound stiff. What you want to do is issue yourself a challenge. I have the general ideas from the blog, but I'm not going to repeat the same lines from the blog. And once you do that, what happens is it becomes much easier and freer for you to express yourself on the stage. And other than that, it's literally just about practicing. So the recap is that you want to first write the blog, obviously. Then you want to see which parts you want to take to the stage. You want to have that filmmaker approach. Every scene does not need to be on the big screen. And likewise, every single line does not need to be heard by the audience. Just see which lines resonate the most with you. Take it to your speech preparation zone. And from there, you want to keep practicing in a unique fashion where you're getting the general principles from your blog, but you're remixing it in unique ways to deliver it on stage. And by doing this, you will see that public speaking and writing go hand in hand. In the future, there will be plenty of times you will have a nice speech that you can convert into a blog, and you will see that you have activated a loop of content creation. The blogs turn into speeches, and the speeches turn into blogs. If you enjoyed today's talk and you want to get more insights like this into public speaking, be sure to check out the Speaking Wizard ebook. Within this book, you will learn much more about how to create a speech, how to polish it up, how to deliver it, how to dress up for your speech day, and much more. To grab a copy, scan this barcode right on here, or go on ArmaniTalks.com, hit shop, and grab your copy today. Thank you very much for joining me, and I will catch you next time.